Ye find yourself in yon dungeon. Thou art surrounded by thy graphics. Behold thy graphics.
Hiya, Porkers! So before this video starts, these wonderful patrons have helped financially support the quality of the content that you are about to see, and I would like to thank them very much for doing so. If you would like to join this list, consider clicking on the Patreon link in the description and pledge at least $1 a month, as well as get some additional rewards in the process. Yeah, enjoy the video.
Hiya, Borkers, I'm Jalen Fulf, and welcome to thy Dungeonman 3. This is another one of those Vid-Electrics games. And there. So you don't play again. This is another one of those Vid-Electrics games. If you guys remember me playing Peasant's Quest and Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, then this is kind of the same gist of it. Basically, what happens here is, this is another one of those, like Peasant's Quest, this is a text to, this is a typing game, where your commands, speak actions. Be not frightened by all yon extremely good graphics. This is still a thy Dungeonman game where you type a lot of words and read even more. Look at everything, try to get everything, talk to people, use things, type inv to see thy inventory, type save 1 or 2 or 3 to save thy game. Type load 1 or 2 or 3 to load it. Use up arrow to cycle through previous commands. I'm not going to be using the up arrow much. I just like to type. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started and see where we start first. So we open up at yon dungeon. Ye find yourself in yon dungeon. Thou art tied up with ropes. The spiked walls of the dungeon closeth in on thee. A dongrel skeleton with sharp claws hangs next to you. A bone layeth upon the ground. Obvious exits are nowheres. So my first instinct is... well, the first off, I could see that, I could probably... oh! Tied in ropes. So it looks like I'm probably stuck on the wall or something like that. Best I can do for the first instinct, I think my first instinct would probably be to try and escape. So I'm gonna start doing is use claws. The claws right next to me, I may as well use them. Now thou art using thy dungeon smarts. You shimmy all up on the dead dongrel, and its razor-sharp claws slice through the ties that bind. Thou art free. So next, the bone on the ground. Get it. Bone grasped. And the walls are going to get closer anyways, so... the walls are going to get closed up anyways, so, let's just see what we do with the bone. Ye waits until the spiked walls draw dangerously close, then thou jammeth the sturdy bone in their collective craw. The walls shudder and quay and finally withdraw. A stone door opens to the north. Exclamations! North is the only way out. Thou art in a large sanctum. Atop a pedestal ye see a flask. In many of these types of games, one of the things, the biggest and most important thing to get is this. I wonder if Legend of Zelda had something to do with this too. But I know what I am going to do with this one. Get Ye Flask. This 'tis it. After years of searching and hundreds of dungeons, thou art finally going to get Ye Flask. Ye reaches out thy trembling hand and... voit! Oh, goodness, where am I? You find yourself at a grassy crossroads. You see a wooden sign. Paths lead north, south, east, and west. What wouldst thou do? So, where to go first? I'm going to start by going west. Wow, not to freak thee out or anything, but these are some seriously creepy, thickly thuckled woods. Yikes. There is a log all lying about. The crossroads lie east. Keep going west, I guess. It's starting to get dark and scary, and I think that log is following you. The safety of the crossroads beckons to the east. Keep going west. Seriously, dungeon guy, we needs out of here. Even the log is freaking. The safety of the crossroads beckons to the east. West! Isolation and hunger drive you into madness as you go further and further into the woods. Thou feel a sharp pain as thou feel someone eating thy leg. Thou realizest it is thee. You dead. Too bad. Town was just to the east this whole stupid time. So we're back at the beginning of the woods. I'm just gonna go back east. You find yourself at a grassy crossroads. I will go south this time. A stone bridge arches over a lazy stream. A hideous troll blocks thy way south. The crossroads lie back north. South, please. The troll gets all up in thy business. No one pass, he says. I skull cracka, cracka you skull. Until he's gone, thou art not going south. Let's try again. No. Talk. Troll. Ye starts to ask the troll about thy dungeon, but thy voice cracks embarrassingly instead. Ah! Hollers the troll. Stop that ganching! You no pass! Guess he really doesn't like ganching. Try again. That's not gonna work. What do we have in inventory? Nothing but streets and roads. Let's see what I can do with... Oh, God. Let's see what I can do with kill troll. What the heck? You thinks to yourself. I can take this guy. Wow, were thou wrong. The troll pummels you with his bone and gores you with his tusk. As thou bleeds slowly to death, thou considereth a good portmanteau for pummel and gore. Gummel? Back north away we go. So let's go east. You standeth at an overlook which, surprise, overlooks the village of Westerberg. There is a vegetable cart here, complete with vegetable cart man and vegetable corn. A village lies to the east and a crossroads to the west. What wouldst thou do? Okay, please, Outlook, can you not? I'm a nice guy, I'm going to continue eastward. Ye stands in the midst of the village of Westerberg. Music and meat smell assail thy senses. A tavern lies to the north, a pub to the south, and a sandwich shop to thy east. The overlook 'tis back west. I don't need the flask anyway, I'm just going to retire here. Fine, see thou later. You has no job and you die of starvation, hunger, malnutrition, or something dull like that. Good riddance. Okay, back west we go. Since there's no other way I can possibly go, let's go north. Thou art outside a small monastery. An annoying whiner bird sits nearby, marbling and ganching. The crossroads lie south and the entrance to the monastery is north. Let's look at the bird, see what's up with that. Truly an ugly bird, and the sounds it doth make. You can take it the marbling, it's the ganching that really cheeses thee off. If I try to kill the troll, I may as well try. Kill the bird. You can't take any more and try to silence the bird forever. As it pecks out the first die, you thinks to yourself, this is not going well. Things continue in similar gruesome fashion until thou art seriously pecked through. Thou art dead. Try better next time. Forget that idea, then. North into the monastery we go, then. The monastery is small and cramped. A large cauldron layeth in the center of the room. A group of robed monks eat at a small table. Oh wait, just one really fat monk eats at a small table. Upon the table is a stein. The exit 'tis back south. Upon the table is a stein. Okay, that's a glitch and a half. So let's see. Talk monk. Oh, I didn't see thee come in. Welcome to Fat Monk Monastery. I am Fat Friar. You ask Tubbs if he has seen a rogue dungeon roaming about. There used to be a dungeon on nearby screen, but that up and disappeared about 339 seconds ago. Very precise. If we try and talk to him again, I'm pretty sure that number changes. Yes, it did. Okay. Oh, the perfect 360. Nice. 360 no-scope, anyone? But no. I'm gonna try. What wouldst thou do? Look Stein. Looketh like a Frankenbrand Stein. Is that the Stein? Is that the beer mug over there? Yeah, that would probably be the mug over there. So, do I really need it? I think I'll try going for it. Get Stein. You snatch up the Stein. Suddenly the Mound Monk clubs thee over the head with a mutton chop. Ye always thought you would look good with mutton chops. Everything goes black as pitch. Thou waketh. Thou art inside the large cauldron. 'Tis full of progressively warmer and warmer broth. I see the F's there. That kind of makes a lot of sense. Fat Friar is slicing carrots and potatoes into the stew by biting off chunks and spitting them out. Oh, and he also has the Stein. Apparently that wasn't why he knocked you out. The exit 'tis back south. Please understand, 'tis nothing personal, says Lord Roundmount. Foodstuffs art scarce these days, and thou aren't. Wasn't this guy just eating an entire glazed ham? Just get out of here. Yeah. Ye hops out of the pot and headeth south through the doorway. Ye made it. Go south. Who would have thought? Thou art never going back there again. Alright, so back out in the monastery. But, what if we decided to go back in? Wow, thou art a glutton for punishment. Speaking of gluttons, old Fat Monk McMunchlaw clubs thee over the head yet again. Oh, the insults. We can only assume that thou dead and that thou needed more salt. Way to go. Oh, God. The salt. The salt is real. Wasn't there a log back west? Maybe there was something in there. Actually, let me go back east, because I meant to talk to a corn guy. Let me see what he wants. Talk man. Ye asks if ye have seen thy dungeon in his travels. Yeah, I think I met that dungeon. One of those intense crush ye with spikes types, right? Last I saw it was a couple screens south of the crossroads. Look, corn. The corn is piled high upon the cart. 'Tis some good-looking cart corn. Get corn. Hey man, saith the vegetable cart dude, if that plague of locusts hadn't screwed up the harvest forthwith, I'd totally hook up the up. As it stands, I gotta charge you an unspecified amount of gold coins. I thought I saw something in that log back in the forest. Let me go back there. Look, log. 'Tis all hollowed out like in a kid's story or something. It would be awesome if there was something inside the log. Okay then, look inside the log. Some dolt left the gold coins in here. Doesn't anyone bury jars in the backyard anymore? Okay then, I'll take the coins. OMG, some totally undeserved gold. You pocket that loot forthright. Well, back to the corn man. He needed coins after all. Get corn. Oh, give. Or actually, buy corn. Ye handeth the bag of coins to the veggie cart dude. He hands ye a handful of dried corn in return. Commerce at work. Here you go, says the VCD, vegetable corn dude. Kill your scrolls. Oh my god. Alright, let's go back to the village. You stands in the midst of a village of Westerberg. Music and meat smell... Alright, I read that already. Let's go north. The tavern says jumpin'. All manner of tough, street and otherwise fill the dimly lit room, restricting thy access to the bar. The exit lies south. Let's just go back south. There's no point. Let's go east. Thou art standing in front of a poultry sandwich shop. You believe you've seen one of these in Wensleydire. Must be a chain. There's a big old sign atop a pole, a window, and exits west and east. Look, window. Looks like a typical poultry joint. There's a disgruntled cleaning guy by the condiment bar. Knock. He sidles on over. Sorry, mate, he says. We're closed today's. Thou checks thy day runner, and it is indeed today. But if he knows exactly what you want, just ask for it. He saddles on back to the condiment bar. I don't think I need it right now. East. Let's go east. Check it out. The street is totally empty and does not continue east. There is no person here, nor is there a flyer on the ground. The sandwich shop is to the west. Some words are in capital letters. Back west we go. No point here. Hence one of the Easter eggs of this game. Anyway, back south we go, because we're going in there anyways. Pub is empty, save for a barkeep behind the bar. The door to yon street is north. Talk barkeep. All me old customers stole all me steins and since drink across the street at yon tavern. If you get your own, you can drink for free. Oh boy, I do have one. Get stein. Wait. Use stein. There. Coming right up, the barkeep draws a disgusting-looking liquid from that barrel. Thou art sure it is not mongrel pee. As you quaff furtively off camera, you ask the barkeep if he's seen any good dungeons lately. He looks around shiftily even though the pub is empty, then says, Gotta watch what you say round here's love. If I were you, I'd talk to Kickalonian in the tavern across the street. He's got mutton chops and a hunchback. He can help you. Did he just call you love? Now here's the thing about the Kickalonian character. This is another one of those random encounters that you would see around parts. You either the correct Kickalonian is the guy that this guy is describing. So he wants us to go north into the big tavern. So we'll go there. All manners of tough streets and otherwise. Look toughs. Unsavory looking fellows, the lot of them. That sounded medieval, right? Look Kickalonian. All these toughs have thy backs turned to you, and thou aren't sure which one is Kickalonian. Okay, let's try talk Kickalonian. Okay. This. I almost said Cogolonian there. All the toughs at the bar turn around and glare at you. Apparently Kickalonian is a popular name around these parts. Better pick the right one to talk to. Oh, Jesus. He said mutton chops and a hunchback. And I see only one guy with a hunchback, which makes it a little bit easier on me. I'm going to say 4. You ask the tough if he knows of a place around here where a fella can get a nice dungeon. He smiles. I see old Pub Barkeep sent you, eh? The pub's barkeep name is Pub Barkeep? What? Kickalonian continues. Well, if it be dungeons you're looking for, you should seek out the old hag what lives in the woods west of the crossroads, but you'll need a map. Here, take mine. I just been using it to clean my chamber pot anyway. You reluctantly take up the map. Kika, as you just started calling him, goes back to his body conversation. That's a nice Kika. Anyway, let's go back south. And back west. There is an old, there is a dark woods somewheres. But hopefully, now that she has the map of the woods, you handily navigate the woods into the next plot element. Using Kickalonian's doodoo map, you traverse the woods and arrive in a small hag-strewn grove. An ancient hag sits on a stump, fern-gulling to herself. A scrapbook sits on the ground nearby. Thy friend the log is back east. Talk hag. Away with ye, she shrieks. I speaketh only to my dead husband who died of a bloody head. She becomes abruptly silent and goes back to her land before timing. A bloody head, eh? Oh, there was a condiment bar back at the sandwich shop. That could be useful. But for now, though, yeah, I'm gonna head back east and Oh, jeez. I'm gonna head back east. Knock. He sidles on over. Okay. Knock. He sidles on over. Oh, wait. Talk. Man. He sidles on over. Sorry, mate, he says. Still closed, but if he knows exactly what you want, just ask for it. He sidles on back to the condiment bar. Oh, God. I gotta fly. Help. Anyway. Alright, so I has an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and... A bloody head. Ask for blood. Well, alright, mate. Well, alright, mate. He opens the door, hands you some fake ketchup, and closes the door and slipples back to the bar. Drink ketchup. I like ketchup, why not? Bad idea. It doesn't kill you right now or anything, but that stuff art full of cholesterol leads to a fairly unhealthy death much later in life. Translation, do something else with the ketchup. Thou art dead, thanks, but no thanks. Alright, do I have inventory? Ye has some corn, woods map, and some stories for your grandkids. Ask for blood. That would make sense because I thought I saw that score didn't go up that last time. So let's go back out towards the hag. So let's see. Before we do anything here, I'm going to go ahead... I think I can do this myself, actually. I don't need that walkthrough anymore. Yes, I was using a walkthrough for the last, like, 20 minutes. So let's see. Look at the scrapbook real quick. Hello. Look, scrapbook. Hoping the hag won't bite off several of thy dungeon fingers, he picks up the scrapbook and flip through the etchings inside. Cranforth and hag memories. Blood area, the way life should end. You got a controller and some kind of controller. Yeah. It's a whole family with 1, 2, 3 kids. You close off the scrapbook and return it to its indention in the ground. Never thee mind what the graphic looks like. It's closed. Use blood. How dost thou wish to use the fake ketchup? Oh, use blood on hag. Sorry, thy Dungeonman parser is English only. Spanish an idiot, not spake here. Oh. I see what's up with this. Use blood on head. You taps the bottle and twist the cap, dumping the thick ketchup all o'er thy head. Perhaps 'twill help dread thy hair like ye wanted middle dungeon school. Nice. Talk, hag. Ah! Can it really be ye, Cranforth? The hag asks. If it be, then you wouldn't mind answering a few personal questions about us to prove it, would ye? Gulp. Art thou ready to answer the hag's personal questions? Yes. Very well. If ye answers questions 3, then I'll know thou art me precious Cranforth. Where didst we go on our honeymoon? Wensleydire, Rotten Scab, Blood Area, or Zork? Blood Area. What did you get me for me 114th birthday? A toad, an eyeball, an N64 paddle, or a commemorative mug? I saw a controller. Is that what the N64 paddle was like? C. How many wee hags didst we have together? 1, 2, 3, or 4? You had 3. Cranforth, 'tis really ye, mistaking thee for her dead husband. Ye suffer several prickly kisses from the hag, which leave the odor of rat liquor on thy face. No wonder ye died of a bloody head. Ye forgot thy flask getting glove before ye set out to vanquish that rogue dungeon. Perhaps ye can still defeat that dungeon, even in thy new, hotter, spectral form. Ew. Here, she says, and hands the ye wicked flask-getting glove. Cool. Let's go back, east. Back east. Check the inventory real quick at these crossroads. He has some corn, fake ketchup, woods map, flask-grabbing glove, and an unbearable lightness of being. Corn! I think I know who might like it. I think I know who might like this corn. Use corn. Thou gives the corn to thyself, thanks thyself. Use corn on bird. You holds out a handful of corn. The bird stops his whining and hops onto your hand. You've made a new friend. He rides quietly on thy shoulder and nibbles corn out of thy ear. Why you put corn in thy ear, we'll never know. I think the bird can be useful here. A dumb bird. Stone bridge arches over a lazy stream. A hideous troll blocks the way south. The crossroads fly back north. Maybe if we use the bird? Thy winged friend swoops from thy shoulder and dives at the troll, pecking and ganching at his hideous way. Ah, my style! Cries the troll and throws himself into the stream, drowning instantly. Nice strong bad reference you have there. Can't handle my style. Guess the stream wasn't as lazy as you thought. The bird gives thee a wink and flies off into the black sky. The way south is clear. Let's just, north. And hang out. You've always been a procrastinator. Hey, you got a birthmark when you were 9. Zing. Seriously though, game over. You're not really dead, but you lack the focus required to complete thy mission. Try one of those online chatty games. Nice. Very nice. See what use glove does. Oh, what the... Alright, use... No, not yet, not yet. Oh. Alright, so I got all the points. I just need to, try something. Back south ways. A clearing opens up before thee. Before ye lies what is unmistakably a dungeon door. Skulls litter the ground. The troll bridge lies to the north. Use door. You throw open the dungeon doors and cautiously descend the stairs. The doors slam behind thee. There art no going back now. Thou art in a large familiar sanctum. Atop a pedestal you see a flask. Alright, let's try this again. Get Ye Flask. This is it. After years of searching in hundreds of dungeons, thou art finally going to get Ye Flask. He reaches out thy trembling hand and... No, not again! Not again! Oh, right, this again. Thy dungeon vanishes and deposits thee back at the crossroads. Perhaps you need something to help you get Ye Flask, yea? Alright, so use glove. You slips the unfortunately moist flask-getting glove onto thy hand. 'Tis a perfect fit. That flask won't know what getted it. Now where could thy dungeon be? Oh. Right away. A fresh dungeon door layeth in the ground. Use door. You throw open the dungeon doors and cautiously descend the stairs, blah, blah, blah. And now we try this again. Get Ye Flask. This is it. After years of searching in hundreds of dungeons, thou art finally going to get Ye Flask. He reaches out thy trembling hand and... You grabs the flask, but thou art so nervous he drops it again. Now thou art trembling even more. So this is one of those, timing-based games. You, the hand is randomly placed all over the screen, and for each time we grab the flask, the hand movements go faster. So we gotta time our grasping well. He grabs the flask a second time, but thou art so nervous he drops it again. Now thou art trembling worse than ever. Thou hast done it. Ye wert finally able to get Ye Flask. And one last tap of the enter button should finish this off. Alright. The sanctum begins to rattle and hum, the walls open to reveal thy new dungeon house, a living dungeon full of mazes, scrolls, keys, and maybe even a dagger. Ye canst believe it, ye has thine own dungeon. This thing'll keep thee busy for years. Ye grows to a ripe old age, and Ye Flask becomes thy favorite drinking vessel. Ye has several failed romances over the years, but the maidens always make thee choose between them and Ye Flask. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. Congratulations, thou art truly thy dungeon man. And that does it for the game. Thank you so much for watching this, well, single episode of just a very short game. It took me like 30 minutes to complete, with a pause in the middle of it. And I've completed this several times over, with and without walkthroughs, so this can help immensely. But yes, if you miss something, then you won't get the perfect score. That's all that matters here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, post your comments, hit subscribe with that notification bell, share this video with your friends, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Until next time.
Take it to the next.